Year. Today is the first of the 2025, first day of the year. We are out. We are looking around in the same area where we heard the audio. Had a weird interaction with people whose exact identity is unknown. A little more follow up on that, and we'll see what we find otherwise. Come on along and see what we do. Thanks. I might have actually heard the sound again today, which would break two patterns. One, up till now, it's only occurred once over a few days per year. And two, I don't recall it occurring this when it was this warm. It's actually like a windless, granted wet, but a windless 40-something, 45 degrees. And the snow, as you can see, is all melted, so it's gotten warmer. Previous years, it has been in January. It's been like this time of year, but when it's been colder, which would break some patterns and take me back to the drawing board trying to find a pattern to it, number one. But getting back to a follow-up on our mysterious encounter last week with someone. They, according to a person who has like interest in this neighborhood, were behind his house 24 hours before. Adding to this mystery, they claimed they were doing a Fisher cat study. For those that don't know what a Fisher cat is, it's effectively the biggest weasel in Connecticut and surrounding states. And, excuse me, they claim they were. There is, upon some research, a sort of worded that way wildlife restoration project in the state, which could explain who they were, but from my own personal observation, their demeanor was that of like cops, maybe game wardens, but they approached you like cops. They weren't out here doing field science. That's my impression. It also does nothing to explain the alleged coincidence that they're behind this guy's house 24 hours before, because as far as I know, like I said the last time, we're the only two people that steadily do Bigfoot related stuff in this area. And the fact that these guys are out there all dressed in their Cabela gear, all matching, and having some organizational logo that I didn't get a chance to see, but they also got weirdly defensive as to who exactly they were. So they had something to hide. And so the mystery endures as to who exactly these people are and what they wanted or what they were doing. I can't say with conviction that they were directly interested in myself, because they did come upon me and there was a brief chat, but then they walked off to do whatever they were there to do. But they did ask a couple of leading questions, like not unlike a cop on a fishing expedition, if you know what that is. And that is a peeve of mine, where it's if you're out and you're not doing anything to warrant cop-esque attention, then frankly they can leave you the fuck alone. That's a peeve. And no, in case you're wondering, I am not the biggest fan of law enforcement. It is what it is, and you're not going to change my mind. They are who they are, and they are what they are. That's a rant for another day, though. I don't know who these people are. And granted, it's only been a week, but I haven't seen them since. I've never seen them before. It was just odd. But it was kind of a curiosity, too, because, again, I've in the past, I'm aware of Will Jevning's references to a mysterious Mr. Black. And I always kind of took that with a grain of salt. Then I had like a weird kind of sort of thing like that. So I have to kind of ponder that over a bit of time. So I'm looking at the pond. Let's move on from that. Let's not obsess on it. They're not here today that I can tell. And the pond is, if you were to try to walk out on that, you can see where it's all wet. Your feet are going to get soaking wet because you have a whole layer of water on top of the ice, and that kind of masks how thick the ice is. And if you go through, I don't know if that's deep enough to go under the ice or just get really, really cold really, really fast. I'm not going to find out for obvious reasons. but I'm also kind of wanting to go and take a segment break to listen in because I thought I heard something that could have qualified for the audio anomaly, but I'm not hearing it now. Usually it's fairly persistent when it is doing whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. There's been some weirdness in this area lately, so we're going to have to spend some time here. We'll see where that goes. In the meantime, again, Happy New Year. We'll see what the new year brings on a matter of fronts. And we're going to take a segment break and kind of listen in for a bit. We'll be back, obviously, if something else happens. But because I didn't charge my camera last night due to forgetting, I don't know how much battery life I have. So I'm going to limit my Yammer time too. So if something does happen, I can get that, hopefully. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay, so it looks like a quiet day out here. I guess the phenomenon is not manifesting today, and quiet day, warmer day, no more snow for now. It is barely January though, so that's definitely a premature statement on my part. We are going to, again, wish everybody a Happy New Year. I guess this is more of a check-in than an actual video, but the camera's rolling, so we'll wrap it up the normal way. Like, subscribe, leave comments or suggestions for the new year, things you want to do. The year's young, so there's plenty of time to think about how things move from here, and we'll catch you next time, which will probably be this weekend. We had a day off today, so we wanted to get out of the house and not just sit there and do nothing, so we came out and had a look around, but our mysterious little stalker friends, if that's what they are not about today. Yet, anyway. And there's no infrasonic weirdness going on today, too, so we will call it here and go about our day. Until next time, we'll see you later, and Happy New Year.